Hey church, my name is Kelsey Ross. I'm still the Director of Youth Ministries at Wesley, and I'm back again to help us with another midweek check-in devotion. This week, I want to tell you about an event that Ben and I will be attending this coming Saturday. And I also want to tell you about why that event is important to us to attend. We will be going to Wesley United Methodist Church in Peoria for a Reconciling Ministries event, what they are calling a Reconciling Weekend. While we're there, we'll hear from two keynote speakers, one of which is our own senior pastor, Reverend Sarah Isbell, and the Reverend Dr. Izzy Alvaran, both of whom will be talking about LGBTQ+ inclusion in the church and helping us to understand some of the scriptural and doctrinal context for inclusion. Now, this event is important to us, some of the leaders of the ministries at Wesley UMC, because it's a cause that we believe in. It's a cause that is important to our students in the Surge ministry, and it's what I believe is vital to the future of the church. It's no secret that life doesn't look for us in 2023 the same way that it did 10, 20, or even 50 years ago. The world around us is caught in a desperate battle where the lives and sacred worth of marginalized populations are being argued. Senseless violence is around every corner. It's targeting individuals that were born of God's creation with a sacred and meaningful worth in the kingdom. And so the reason why we, as some of the leaders of this church, are seeking opportunities like the one this weekend is to learn about and seek ways that we can be advocates for marginalized populations that are in our midst. We want to know what it means to be inclusive, truly inclusive to all people of sacred and holy worth in the world, because that church, that is our sacred call. We are not called to violence. We're not called to exclusion. We're called to love. I can tell you in my own experience that the people that have taught me most about what inclusion is in the world are our kids, specifically the kids in our Surge ministry, because they are getting to grow up with a different experience of the world than the one that we grew up in. And for every senseless act of violence that the news reports to us, they have love enough in their hearts to make room for people in our own chosen family who the world wants to push aside. They have love enough in their hearts to pass the microphone to someone from the world who the world doesn't allow a voice to, and to encourage them to share their story because their story matters and we have something to learn from it. And they have love enough in their hearts to say, whoever you are, you belong here. Just as God calls you very good in the sacred text, so too will we call you very good here in this home and in this family. Church, my heart breaks for the ways that the global church has systematically treated individuals who don't fit the social norms and expectations of the world we live in. And I believe in a God whose heart also breaks for those people. And it's our job as a chosen, called, and holy sacred family to break the cycle. It's our job to listen to the voices of change, to pass the microphone ourselves, and to bring light to the ways that we can and we should do better. It's because a place like Wesley UMC exists, and it's because we have such an incredible youth group with so much to share, and it's because I get to be in community with all of you, that I believe that a better world and a better church and a better reality is possible. I know that we can create spaces where people in the LGBT community feel seen and heard and so loved. I know that we can make a church that people of all nationalities, all cultures, all races, and all socioeconomic statuses call home. I know and I believe that we can share this home with people who don't look, live, or exist like we do, and that we can all find ways to learn from each other. Church, I believe it because I get to be in ministry with all of you. So this week, my message to you is to ask that you might search your own hearts for ways that we can make our beloved church home more inclusive and more loving. I ask that you might think about ways that we can make anyone who walks in our doors feel safe and treasured and celebrated. And most of all, I ask that you might pray about the ways that every person within our reach, every individual we encounter might know how wildly and deeply loved they are by the God of the universe. that they might know that God created them exactly as they are and that they mean something to Wesley. They are filled with all the resurrection power of Christ, and that together there's nothing that we can't do. If you're interested in the conference this weekend, know that it's free of charge to attend. You're welcome to come. You just need to register on the website, which we'll put on the screen here. It's www.uumcpeoria.org/reconcilingweekend 2023. We'd love to have you there as we learn together. I love you, church. I believe in what we can do together. I'll see you soon.